I think we're there.
Hi, Dr.
Hi,
Michelle Moros.
Brian Swanson,
We're business. No, we're
Denim and
not.
Pearls.
We're Denim and Pearls
We're business casual
with pearls of wisdom.
from the Poke.
Yeah, like a rock. You want to know why we called it like a rock?
Please enlighten us.
Because I feel like a rock.
And before you do that, of course, don't forget to like and share. Put it out there. Put the word out. Let everybody know of all the pearls of wisdom you receive from this show.
Oh,
Ooh, isn't that good?
yes, I'm sharing right now.
You're sharing. That's at least one share. Anybody else? Come on and say hi to us. It's one of those days where we need a little bit of help from y'all. Ask us questions and things like that. But like a rock.
You ever heard in science class when you're in school, an object in motion stays in motion?
Yes, it's physics,
Yes, well, it
I
works the
think.
other way. It is physics. If something is not in motion, it will stay not in motion. And what I've realized over the past, since I came back from the UN, actually,
Mm-hmm.
I caught the flu, have been running a very high fever. It's been like, it finally steadied down to 101, and it went away for a whole day and a half, and then it came back. And what I
Well, at least
realized,
you can say you're good and healthy. Your heart's good and healthy for it.
my health, yeah, my heart can handle it. But what I was laughing about is I'm sitting there thinking, I always wake up in the morning and I get going and I'm running and I go to the gym and I'm always moving and everything. Everyone's like, do you ever stop? These are one of the time periods I stop. And what I realized is it's very difficult to move when you're not moving.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was telling Brian, yeah, I feel like a rock. A rock can roll downhill easy, but to roll uphill takes a lot of effort. And so for me to get up and move and think progress forward is really hard because my body just doesn't want to move. So for those of you who say, Michelle, I don't want to move. I feel kind of miserable. I can relate right now.
Well, once you're, I think it's true for all of us. And some people just get caught in that don't want to move concept. The rock kind of gets stuck in the mud, if you will. We talk about a rut all the time. However, if that mud is ruddy and or rut is muddy, yeah, there's the word I was looking for. You have a tendency to get stuck, and then eventually the air suction holds you in place, and you just don't go anywhere.
Yeah, so it's not.
That's a heck of a metaphor.
Yeah, so
I'm liking the picture I'm creating.
yeah, because it's not just building a rut. When you are a rock, rocks are stubborn. Rocks don't move. But the thing is rocks can also be very beautiful if you polish them up a bit. Um, and so what I was laughing about with this is I'm in pain. I'm in pain.
Well, it's been
And
5 days.
yeah, I think my body's tired of being sick. And I'm still going to do my concert. I'm still going to do everything like normal, but I'm going to have to take breaks in between. And I was thinking the beauty of this rock moment in my life right now is, you've seen me. I've had what now 12 surgeries total.
Mm-hmm.
Surgeries don't slow me down. The flu has knocked me down. Out of all the things, it's a flu.
Mm-hmm.
And the beauty in it is one, I've been reassessing everything I want to do, things I'm going to do in the future. And this rottenness, this stayingness, this stuck in the rut right now, it's not so bad because I think my body needed it.
Right, but I thought you were going to go to the fact that it gave you time to think.
I did.
Oh,
That's what I just said.
again, it gives me a time to think.
But that's what I just said.
Yeah.
I got to reassess.
Well, yeah, reassess, but
That's thinking.
oh, fair enough.
That's thinking. And so
I'm actually thinking. I watched. Oh goodness, what's his name on that does Yellowstone?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner has got a new show out right now, and it is totally amazing. It is about Yellowstone, Yosemite, the Big Pines. It is wonderful. Well, he talks a lot about John Muir. Well, this second episode, there's only 3, but the second episode I watched this morning, and you'd have to watch it to hear the entire story. But one of the things that almost didn't make it happen, so that he ended up meeting Roosevelt and National Park and all this other stuff, was malaria. He got bit by a mosquito. The guy had lived through hell and snowstorms and this and that and that and this. And oh my gosh, the history behind it is crazy. But a little mosquito bite
I'm telling you,
almost took him out.
I'm a force of nature. The flu is just kicking my butt. And it's not even the fever anymore. It's the lack of sleep.
Right.
It's getting me. I cannot sleep. And I don't, if you know me or Brian knows me, I usually average about 3 hours of sleep. Anyways, I'm not even getting that. So I'm thinking of all the things I've survived in my life. The flu has hit me harder than anything else. In this
Crazy.
case, malaria. It's the small things that we don't prepare for.
It's that little bug we don't think about.
Yeah, we don't
Or it
prepare
could be
for it.
anything else too.
Yeah.
I mean, but
The things that you don't prepare for. You're like, oh, well, I have a life insurance policy. I've got this. Yeah, you've got all that. Yeah, good for you.
but nothing to keep you from getting the flu.
Well, I'm thinking it's something as simple as some people are like constantly moving and, oh, yeah, I've got all this success, da 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 da. And then they trip and they break their ankle. Not break it, sprain your ankle. You sprain your ankle, they can't set it.
Right.
It's just not working until it heals. That one injury will throw your entire life off because you can't get to a certain thing. And it's really crazy about the little things we don't plan for, the tiny setbacks. Brian with no teeth.
I got 2 more weeks, week and a half.
Well, and I'm thinking in our businesses, we plan for the bigger things. I mean, do you have a succession strategy? If anything happened to you, what would happen if you got sick today and you could not perform? Does anyone else know what you're doing? Does anyone in your office know how to replace you if you're sick for down for a while? I mean, I'm looking at my own business, and my entire business stops if I don't move.
That's because it relies on you and only you.
So if I stop, everything stops. There's nothing about Michelle Moras that will continue without me. And so I look at my secession strategy and realize I have none. And that's not good. So do you. So my thought process with all this is good that you plan for the big things, but plan for the little things. What if you caught the cold? What if?
Well, most people are going to look at it from the fact that I'm going to be down for 2 or 3 days, and that's it. It's not a big deal. It's like having a small vacation that sucks. That's how most of us look at it.
Well, you've got to.
I mean, what happens? I've never, as a DJ, I have never missed but maybe one gig in 35 years because I was sick.
I don't get sick.
Ever.
I don't get sick.
I don't either.
I get major illnesses, cancer and things like that. But I don't catch the cold. I never had COVID. I don't get these things. And so for me, I don't even plan on ever even getting a mild cold. This is not a mild cold. And it's taken me out now. It's almost a whole week.
Yeah, been 5 days.
Yeah. So I'm just, when I say plan for the little things, plan for the tiny things, for the head cold, the migraine, the whatever. Have another way to get things done when you're not around. Because I'm looking at my life doing, holy smokes.
But I can do it all from the computer. I can sit in my office and do whatever you're talking about, and that way I don't get anybody else sick. Bless you.
Right into the mic. My thing is,
I'm just giving you the counteract to what maybe many of those people out there are thinking.
You can do all the thinking you want about how you can do things from home and how you can keep working, but when I was at 103.5 for at least, I think I was there for at least 7 hours. When I came down to 102, I couldn't even say my name. And so you might think you could work from the office, but I'm telling you, there's things that you don't plan on that you need to plan on.
Well, you lose your energy. I mean, I can completely see it because you lose all of your energy. You hit 103 temperature. Oh my God, you don't want to move. Then when you're down at 102, 101, it comes down. You still don't want to move just because of the fact that you don't feel good and you're that.
It felt like I was being repeatedly hit by a bus.
That hurts too. But I'm thinking the fact that your motivation is gone. You have no motivation at that point.
Or I was talking to my husband. I had full conversations with him for 3 days. That I don't remember.
Oh goodness, you were up there.
Yeah, I was coming in and out of an incredibly high fever. And he's like, yeah, we talked about that. I do. We did?
That's when the guy always wishes he would have asked something and got permission, and then you said, "Yeah, you told me that while you were sick."
Yeah, it's just insane. So I just say prepare for the unpreparable for. Prepare for what you cannot prepare for. Just the little things that you just think, I'm invincible. I'll be fine. I'm an entrepreneur. I can keep going. Yeah, sometimes you can't.
Well, I mean, just think about it as you're putting things together and you're thinking about these things. I mean, what if you're out for a week? I mean, yeah, the flu, you're going to get over it. It's going to come back, but even if it's a day, sometimes it's like it could be the end of the world. And most people will, if you're doing business with other people, most people will understand that you're sick in most cases.
Mhm.
Okay. And it's not that big of a deal. But what if you're in a business that you can't miss a day? What if you're in a restaurant that if it's just all going to go to hell if you don't show up,
Well,
or a retail
my
space?
daughter got the same thing I did. She got it 3 days after me. And she desperately wanted to go to work 'cause she has a new job. Well, she ended up, her fever went away. She's like, I think I'm good. I'm good. She goes in. They kicked her out because
Oh, really?
her temperature jumped up again. But the thing is what we found out is like half the staff there are all sick. They're all sick. They all have the same
Yeah.
thing. And so the main office is like, all of you leave. All of you just leave.
Well,
we're
it's
gonna
actually
we're gonna clean out the office. You all stay away.
I did see a report where instead of like 1 million people, I don't remember the numbers, but instead of 1 million people being sick, it's like 3 million. I mean, the number of flu cases is up like dramatically at this point.
All I know is I'm not contagious, so I'm out and about. But
I hope you
dang,
don't give that crap to me.
I'm not contagious.
I'm over here.
No, the doc said I'm not contagious. I mean, I went to the doc and he said once that fever, the big fever broke, I'm not contagious for 48 after 48 hours or something, and it's definitely been that.
Yeah.
It just feels like I'm a walking contagion because it hurts. I'll be singing a concert tonight, so let's see how well we do at that.
I really do not want to repeat what was just typed, but bad case of diarrhea for 3 days, they tell you to go home. Yeah, that might be a good case to go home.
Yeah, that's a good idea to stay home.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is one of the symptoms of this crazy flu. Is it dehydrates you, takes everything.
Yeah, plenty of water.
Yeah.
I mean, we ain't doctors here, but plenty of water.
When in doubt, whenever you feel off, drink more water. Just
I've actually realized that over the last few years, and especially here recently, it's like I never was a water drinker here and there. I mean, I drink a lot of stuff,
water.
a lot of coffee, a lot of tea, a lot of things like that. But sometimes it's just like, okay, what if I just do water,
Like I told
and
you,
then I feel better.
my husband, his answer to all illnesses is a navage and water, and the man never gets sick.
I agree with that. Beer is best.
No.
Yeah, beer's best. I agree with
It's
that.
fermented water.
We lost our camera.
Uh-oh.
We're still live, but our camera just died.
Oh.
I guess we need to call it a day.
We should call it a day. So thank you so much for joining us on Denim and Pearls. My name is Dr. Michelle Moraz.
We'll see you in the dark next week.
We're Denim and Pearls. We're business casual.
I'm Brian Swanson.
No, we're Denim and Pearls.
Business casual.
With pearls of wisdom.
From the porch.
The dark porch.
The dark porch
See you
today.
all next week, Friday, okay? Be
all
good.
Right.
Make sure you like and share. Bye.
Peace out. Love y'all.